1. What's the difference between viruses and bacteria? Bacteria are living, single-celled organisms that can survive almost anywhere: soil, water, even inside your body. They reproduce on their own. Viruses, on the other hand, aren't truly alive. They're much smaller and they can't reproduce without hijacking a living cell. Antibiotics work against bacteria, but they're useless against viruses. That's why bacterial infections like strep throat need different treatment than viral ones like the flu. 2. How do plants make food through photosynthesis? Photosynthesis happens inside a plant's leaves. Sunlight hits tiny green structures called chloroplasts, where it powers a reaction. Carbon dioxide from the air and water from the roots combine to create glucose, the plant's food, and oxygen as a byproduct. This process not only feeds the plant but also releases the oxygen we breathe. It's nature's perfect energy exchange driven by sunlight. 3. Why is the sky blue, and why does it turn red at sunset? Sunlight looks white, but it's actually made of many colors. As it enters Earth's atmosphere, the tiny particles in the air scatter the blue wavelengths more than the others. That's why we see a blue sky during the day. At sunset, the light has to pass through more atmosphere, scattering blue and green light out, leaving reds and oranges to dominate the sky. 4. What is sound, and how does it travel through different mediums? Sound is a vibration. When something moves, like a speaker or a voice, it creates pressure waves in the air. These waves travel to your ears. Sound moves fastest through solids like metal, slower in water, and slowest in air because particles are closer together in dense materials. That's why a train sounds louder when you place your ear on the rail. Sound travels faster and clearer through metal. 5. How does caffeine keep you awake? As your brain works, it produces a chemical called adenosine. It builds up and makes you feel tired. Caffeine, found in coffee and tea, blocks those adenosine receptors. With that roadblock in place, your brain doesn't get the sleepy signal. Instead, it stays more alert. That's why, after a cup of coffee, you feel awake, but it's only temporary. 6. Why do we dream? Dreams mostly happen during REM sleep, when your brain is almost as active as when you're awake. Scientists think dreams help process memories, manage emotions, or might just be random brain activity. Brain scans show flashes of light, color, even motion. But no one fully knows why we dream. It's one of the brain's deepest mysteries, still unsolved. 7. How does your body heal a wound? When you get a cut, your body launches an instant repair mission. Blood vessels constrict to slow bleeding, while platelets rush in to form a clot, your first defense. Soon, white blood cells arrive to fight off infection. Then, deep inside, fibroblasts start rebuilding the damaged tissue with collagen. Over the next few days, new skin cells grow and tiny blood vessels reconnect. The wound slowly closes and strengthens. What looks simple outside is a brilliant, silent process unfolding beneath your skin.